Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, feeling a profound sense of peace that nothing in the world could disturb. Not your colleague's bad attitude, not the mountain of emails piling up in your inbox, not even that driver who cut you off in traffic. The idea of remaining calm in the face of these everyday annoyances might sound impossible, right? But what if I told you that 2,000 years ago, a group of ancient philosophers uncovered the secret to unshakable inner peace? And their teachings are not only relevant today, but are, in fact, more crucial now than ever before. This ancient philosophy, known as Stoicism, was designed to teach individuals how to maintain composure, clarity, and control amidst the chaos of life. These Stoics didn't promote a mystical secret or a series of complex rituals to follow. No, their teachings are grounded in practical wisdom that you can apply today to transform your life completely. Stoicism doesn't ask you to ignore or suppress your emotions, nor does it expect you to detach from life's ups and downs. Instead, it equips you with the tools to face life's challenges head on with an unshakable mindset. The beauty of Stoic philosophy is that it encourages us to focus not on the external world, which we cannot control, but on our internal world, which we have the power to master. The truth is, life will always throw obstacles our way, whether it's difficult people, unexpected setbacks, or moments of failure. The Stoics understood this reality well, and instead of fearing it, they embraced it, teaching us that adversity is not our enemy, but an opportunity for growth. Today, I'm going to share 10 powerful Stoic quotes that, if applied, have the power to change your life entirely. I'm not talking about abstract philosophical jargon or far-off concepts. These quotes come with practical, actionable insights that can shift your perspective, transform your mindset, and help you live a life of purpose and peace, no matter what challenges you face. Each quote will show you how to approach life's uncertainties with wisdom and calm, and by applying them, you'll find yourself becoming more resilient, more compassionate, and most importantly, more in control of your reactions to life's difficulties. Let's begin with a quote from Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher who also happened to be the Emperor of Rome. Begin each day by saying to yourself, "Today I will encounter people who are ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and hostile." People have these characteristics because they do not understand what is good and what is bad. Even though Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful person in the world at the time, he began each day by mentally preparing himself for difficult people and challenging situations. This wasn't pessimism, this was realistic optimism. By acknowledging that difficult people would inevitably cross his path, Marcus was able to reduce the emotional weight of these encounters. Think about it. How often do we get thrown off course by someone's rude behavior or an unkind word? By expecting these challenges, we lose the element of surprise, and we can respond to them with understanding and empathy rather than anger or frustration. It's like wearing emotional armor. Difficult people may come, but they can't harm us as deeply when we're prepared for them. Another profound lesson from Marcus Aurelius comes in the form of this insight. The duration of a person's life is only a moment. What then can possibly guide us? Only one thing: philosophy. This may sound a bit harsh at first. Life is only a moment, but Marcus isn't trying to depress us. He's inviting us to live fully in the present. The fleeting nature of life isn't something to fear, but something to embrace. So many of us spend our time waiting for the right moment to start living or chasing after an illusory future happiness. But Marcus teaches us to focus on the present because that's all we truly have. When you realize that life is short, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter, like petty arguments or chasing after superficial desires. Instead, you start living with intention, purpose, and mindfulness. Marcus understood this as a leader of an empire, dealing with war, political intrigue, and personal hardship. yet he chose to focus on what truly mattered, the present moment. Let's dive deeper into another powerful piece of wisdom from Marcus Aurelius. Each and every hour, make up your mind steadfastly, as a Roman and as a man, to accomplish the matter presently at hand with genuine solemnity, loving care, independence, and justice. This quote encourages us to be fully present in everything we do. Too often we rush through tasks, distracted by our worries, multitasking, or dwelling on the past or future. But Marcus tells us to show up with our full attention, bringing our best selves to each moment. Being a Roman in his time meant embracing virtues like responsibility, integrity, and honor, and being a man meant acting with dignity and moral clarity. This quote challenges us to be intentional with how we spend our time, whether we're completing a work task, having a conversation, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. It's about treating every task with respect, regardless of its size or significance, because each action reflects who we are. One of the most profound truths from the Stoics comes from Marcus Aurelius's observation. Not easily will you find a person who is unhappy due to ignorance of what goes on in another person's soul. But those who do not follow the movements of their own soul will surely be unhappy. In other words, we often spend too much time worrying about other people, what they think of us, how they perceive our actions, or what's happening in their lives. But the Stoics understood that true happiness comes from within. The source of our unhappiness is not other people's behavior, but our lack of self-awareness and understanding. The more we reflect on our own thoughts, motivations, and reactions, the more we realize that we are in control of our happiness. We spend so much time looking outward, yet the key to contentment lies within us. This is why self-examination is crucial to the Stoic practice. It's not about being self-absorbed, but about developing deep self-awareness and compassion. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, offered an insight that many of us can relate to in today's world of constant worry and stress. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about it. How often have you worried about something that never actually happened? Our minds tend to exaggerate the worst possible outcomes, creating entire dramas in our heads, complete with worst-case scenarios and catastrophic endings. But when those situations actually unfold, they're rarely as bad as we imagined. Seneca teaches us to separate our concerns from reality and to focus on what we can control. When you feel yourself spiraling into worry, catch yourself and ask, what's actually happening right now? You may find that things aren't as dire as your mind made them out to be. This simple shift in perspective can free you from much of the mental suffering that holds you back. In a similar vein, Seneca also said, "The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach." A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he is not. In a world that constantly bombards us with messages telling us that happiness is found through external achievements, whether it's the next promotion, a new gadget, or a relationship, we forget that true happiness is found within. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate contentment and to appreciate what we have right now. Happiness isn't something to be chased, it's something to be discovered within ourselves. The more we learn to be at peace with our own circumstances, the less we are affected by the pressures of the world around us. Seneca also warned against the most precious commodity we all have, time. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Time is the one resource we can never get back. Yet many of us squander it, whether through distractions like social media or mindless habits like binge watching TV." The Stoics encourage us to be mindful of how we spend our time and to prioritize what truly matters. Are we spending time on things that contribute to our growth and happiness? Or are we simply filling the hours with things that bring us no lasting fulfillment? Seneca's words are a powerful reminder to take control of our time, rather than letting it slip away unnoticed. Now, let's turn to the wisdom of Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher who taught us that it is difficulties that show what men are. Epictetus understood that hardships aren't just challenges to endure, they're opportunities for growth. Just as a blacksmith shapes metal by hammering it, difficulties shape us into stronger, more resilient individuals. When life gets tough, we often feel like we're being tested, but Epictetus is teaching us that we should embrace these challenges as opportunities to reveal our true strength and character. Think about it. How often have you learned more about yourself during times of hardship than during periods of ease? Every obstacle you face is a chance to develop your virtues, whether it's patience, courage, or perseverance. Epictetus also reminds us it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is a radical shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on the external events that seem to control our lives, Stoicism teaches us that we always have control over how we respond to those events. It's not about the circumstances themselves, but about our attitude and reaction toward them. Two people can face the exact same challenge and have completely different experiences based on their reactions. One might become angry and frustrated, while the other might accept the situation with grace and find a way to make the best of it. This is the power of choosing our response. By mastering our reactions, we regain control over our happiness. Finally, Epictetus offered us this truth: no man is free who is not master of himself. True freedom, according to Stoicism, isn't about external circumstances. It's about mastering your own mind, emotions, and actions. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the external trappings of freedom, possessions, status, or the ability to go anywhere and do anything. But if you are ruled by your impulses, your desires, or your fears, you are not truly free. True freedom comes from within, from being able to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors according to your values, not your whims. The Stoics understood that to be truly free, you must first master yourself. The beauty of Stoicism is that it gives us the tools to navigate life's challenges with wisdom, resilience, and emotional control. By applying these timeless principles, you can transform the way you approach every aspect of your life, finding peace and purpose even in the midst of difficulty. So, take these Stoic lessons to heart and start applying them today, because true strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them with a calm and controlled mind. The Stoics showed us the path to inner freedom. Now it's up to you to walk it,